Hey, Keitha, have you tried the new Sprite lemonade?
No, Drew, I don't think I have.
Well, I just put a new box in the machine. You want to try?
Sure, let's go.
You're welcome.
Drew, this is not Sprite.
What?
How could this happen? Let's investigate. Andrew checked the box and it was indeed a Sprite label on it. Then, how did Kita got Coca-Cola? To find out what happened, let's start by looking at the production line. In this picture, you see the production line starts with the box former and mix tank, which feed the filler with boxes and syrup respectively. But for this case, we're going to focus on the part of the production line from the filler to the palletizer. We want to do this because there is a process called end of run process, which happens between this part of the production line. The end of run are steps that the operator and lead or supervisor need to complete at the end of run of a flavor to ensure that no boxes or bags filled with the previous flavor are left behind on the line. So let's see what those steps are. But before that, note that by the end of this video, you should be able to 1. Demonstrate the steps of the end of run, and 2. Explain what are the possible consequences of not following the end of run process. This is the filler room. Here is where the syrup is put into BIBs or bag in a box. This is the HMI or human machine interface, but for this video, let's call it the control hub for the filler room. Here Rashawn, the operator, is monitoring the end of run. Let's say he was making Coca-Cola Classic. And the next run will be Sprite. The first step of the end of run process asks that the operator ensures the air purge light comes on and then goes out. You can see that in the iFix screen, and it looks like this. Look up to the left-hand corner of this screen. You'll see the title for air purge. Then if you move straight, you see the 182 and above it, MT7. This means that the air purge is happening on mix tank 7, and in 182 seconds, the air purge will be complete. The purpose of the air purge is to squeeze every drop of syrup from the pipes into the last box, in this case, a box of Coca-Cola Classic. Once you get to 0 gallons of syrup left in the pipes, you can see the air purge light is now off. Once the light is off, the operator needs to proceed to put the fillers in the end of run mode. The operator should see at this point that the mixed tank or whole tank are automatically deselected. The tanks will not deselect if the operator fails to run the full air purge. Make a note that if the air purge takes over 6 minutes, the operator should notify maintenance or the shift lead. This completes step 1. Let's recap. Air purge light comes on and goes out, put fillers in end of run, and then the mixed tank or whole tank should automatically deselect. See the blinking lights at the top of the filler. This means the air purge is done and there is no more syrup to dispense. The operator is getting ready to check all fillers for bags, boxes of the product remaining from previous run. The operator has to do the following for each filler. First of all, check for bags in the hopper. Open the doors and ensure there are no bags. Close the door. Next, look inside the box underneath the filler chute. To better see inside the box, go to the HMI or human machine interface and press F14 to bring the lower chute up. Then you will be able to see inside the box. If bags or boxes are found, the operator needs to send them through the line to the palletizer or cut them and discard syrup at that moment. Recap of step number 2. Check fillers for bags and boxes of product remaining from previous run. Step number 3. Notify the lead or supervisor to walk the line. Next, look for boxes in the case sealer and all conveyors that lead to the palletizer. Here is the case sealer. Check for boxes, bags inside, under, and alongside. Here the operator is completing step 2 by following the last box of the run through the case sealer. Then he tags the last box with a folded label to indicate that box is the end of run. Then he follows that box all the way to the palletizer. Also, at this point, he removes all labels from previous products produced from all that apply: GS1, NJM, and ID Tech. This concludes step 3. Let's recap step number 3. The case sealer should be free of all boxes and bags, all conveyors should be clear of all product boxes and bags, and remove all standing labels from the previous product. Step number 4. Operator checks the top of the palletizer and physically verifies the last box is raked onto the last pallet. On the way back to the filler room, keeps checking for the conveyors for any stray boxes. Also, he verifies that no labels are left behind. This concludes step number 4. Let's recap. Check top of the palletizer, verify that the last box is raked onto the last pallet of the same run, and check all conveyors one more time. Verifies there are no labels left behind. Step 5. End of run is complete. Collect final numbers and notify lead or supervisor to sign off line clearance. Supervisor then walks the line to verify clearance. And this concludes the end of run. Let's review one last time all the steps that are necessary to complete the end of run. 1. Complete air purge and put fillers in the end of run. 2. Remove product from previous run in the fillers. 3. Remove all product from all conveyors leading to the palletizer, including the case sealer, and remove the previous run labels. 4. Check the top of the palletizer and verify the last box of the previous run made it to the last pallet. 5. Collect the numbers and ask your supervisor or lead to sign off the line clearance. Supervisor or lead walks the line to verify. Conclusion. By now you should know that for our initial example, following the end of run process would have prevented a situation where a box labeled Sprite but containing classic Coca-Cola could make its way into our break room. The consequences of not following the end of run process can be very serious. For instance, if we mistakenly label a box of classic Coke as Diet Coke and it reaches one of our customers, we may endanger a diabetic person. This is just one example of the many potential repercussions of not adhering to the end of run process properly. Moreover, not following the end of run guidelines can lead to costly product recalls, and it can also damage our reputation. Follow the end of run each and every single run. You have reached the end of run process video. Thanks for watching.